Jai Jagannath. Dignitaries in front of the dais, Mr. Sahu, the organizer of Jewels of Odisha, all the IT industry dignitaries who are here today, who are going to be recognized and who are going to be awarded, Secretary Information and Technology as well as Energy, Shri Vishal Dev, ex-Minister for Sports, Maharaja Praveen Chandra Bhanjadeo, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Vishal has set the ball. He has mentioned that we have to again be running from here. He can run, I can't. I'll have to limp my way for the dinner. Orissa of 97, 98, when Vishal came to Orissa, the super cyclone followed him and devastated Orissa, left us totally uprooted. Since 2000, when the government changed, a new Orissa started rising, because I remember Orissa prior to 97, 98, when people would prefer to stay home and eat rather than step out and eat. It is post the super cyclone that people started moving out. Till then, people were also not interested to the work culture, if I may be permitted to say so. Orissa was a little sleepy old state. It's not that we Udiyas are lazy, but there was a system that people would have a siesta, then open their shops and offices and keep it open till late at night. The IT revolution took off after 2001. I remember in 2001, Mr. Pramod Mahajan was then the IT minister in the government of India. He was the Minister for Communication and Information Technology. And as the industry minister in 2000 to 2004, I had gone to meet him in Delhi and he said, I'm giving you 2 STPIs. We got one for, this Fortune Tower and one for Rourkela. And he literally, I remember, one should never speak ill of the dead departed. But every time there was a question in the assembly, I had to always reply to late Dr. Damodar Raut, because when Fortune Tower was set up, he wanted us to rent out the premises, the space at 7 rupees, 8 rupees per square feet, and we were saying no. And he would stand up in the assembly and say, you've named it Fortune Tower, but it's unfortunate tower, nobody wants to move in. And eventually, when Reliance was the first company that came in there, and if I remember correctly, they took the floor space at 38 rupees per square foot. And when I went and told Dr. Raut, I said, ki, look, our patience has paid off. You wanted us to rent the space at 7 rupees and now we've given it at 38 rupees. And the benchmark was set and things started moving ahead. Apart from that, when InfoCity was also set up, at that point of time also Mr. Pramod Mahajan was still the IT minister and he had come and helped out in setting up of the InfoCity. The IT profession took off at that point of time. Otherwise, everybody either wanted to go to Bangalore or to Hyderabad. The other states was stealing a march over us. But then Satyam came, then came Infosys. All the top IT players came and set up base in Odisha. Today, what VAR India is doing of recognizing the contribution in the IT sector by all of you, and just today, 8 MOUs have been signed by the state government with the government of Singapore. But not all 8 are in the IT sector. The biggest is in the IT sector. In the days to come, IT definitely will continue to play a major role in bringing in investment, because any investment which is going to come to the state will have to be IT enabled. I remember jokingly telling some people that when we were studying in schools, we used to have an extracurricular activity also. We would go to the playground and play. Khali kitabi kida nahi the hum. Now we have become slaves to our mobiles, to our computers, our laptops. Our children have also become slaves to the computer and the mobiles. We grandparents also don't tell them ki go step out and kuch khelo, kuch exercise karo. We see them becoming obese, but health consciousness we are not inculcating into them. I would like to appeal to all of you, we are all parents or grandparents over here, that we must put into the curriculum that there should be some way involved in activities, sporting activities. They must. It's okay to say that today at the click of a button, we can get all the information that one requires. But information may be knowledge. But to implement that information, don't make yourself sick. We shouldn't fall ill and start having to take medicines. Today, this government, which came in 8 months back, we are trying to ensure a holistic development of the state. Earlier, whenever one would open the newspaper, you would hear about farmers' suicides. This year, the procurement season is on. The state government declared that we will give 800 rupees input assistance to the farmer. 2,300 is the MSP. And 800 rupees input assistance will be given to the farmers. Assistance to buy fertilizers, assistance to buy the grain, the seeds. And by and large, every day, the farmers are calling up कि हमारा धान नहीं उठा है, but we are willing to wait. Earlier, they would want to run away because now the middleman who was there at the mandi has been done away with. This year, even after the untimely rain, when there was crop damage, the Honorable Chief Minister decided, we took a meeting, we said we must somehow support the farmers, and the Honorable Chief Minister took a decision. He sent all the ministers to all the affected districts, along with the collectors, sub-collectors and everybody, to do a ground reality check. The last date for submitting the report to Government of India was extended by 2 days after speaking with the Government of India, and the report was submitted, and 2 crores 91 lakh 291 lakh has been distributed to the farmers whose crops were damaged. This is for the first time that this kind of an issue has happened. Sahu Abu is here. He's been Chief Secretary. He knows that under the government system, this kind of a support has never ever been given to the farmers. The last government did announce a 100 rupee bonus, and they could not give it because had they given the bonus, the Government of India would have withdrawn the MSP. So we played a little around with words, and we've said we are not giving bonus, we are giving input assistance for procuring seeds and fertilizers to the farmers. And let me tell you, not only that, when we talk about women empowerment, this government decided that in the election manifesto we had given that we will give 10,000 rupees per year, 50,000 rupees to every lady who is above the age of 21 to the age of 60. And we have started disbursing that in 2 installments every year. We will give it. 1 installment has been given. 5,000 rupees has been disbursed to 80 lakh women. The numbers will go up because there's some verification problem which has stalled it, but approximately 1 crore of women will be getting this benefit. Apart from that, this government has also come out with a scheme where the electricity under the Surya Ghar Yojana, the Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Yojana, anybody who is applying for the 1 kilowatt was having to pay 78,000 for 1 kilowatt. 78,000 they were the Government of India subsidy, and 78,000 was the subsidy of the payment that the consumer had to bear. The state government has come out with a scheme of supporting people for 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt and 3 kilowatt. And we are giving 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 to the 3 categories. So I would like to take this opportunity of requesting all of you that if you apply under the PM Surya Ghar Yojana, you can get that benefit. Initial 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 is what you have to pay. But then over a period of time, if you look at it, if you consume less than 300 units, the balance is sold, you can sell it. It'll reflect in your bill, and that much money you earn. And gradually over a period of time, if you consume more than that, then obviously you have to pay that. But if you consume less than that, then you earn money from that also. I would take this opportunity of appealing to all of you to also consider going in for the PM Surya Ghar Yojana. Friends, the state government recently concluded the Pravasi Bharatiya. For the first time, what the Honorable Prime Minister has been talking about since 2014, he's been saying, look east. Until unless Purva Uday hoga, tab tak Bharat viksit nahi ho sakta hai. Purva Uday means the northeast and Odisha also, because we are in the eastern part of the country. And the Prime Minister is not just making announcements, he is walking the talk. Never has any Prime Minister come to a state, or let's say to Odisha, 5 times. We've just come to government in the month of June, but he's come 5 times. He's coming again a 6th time on the 28th, 29th of this month for Utkarsh Odisha. All programs of the national level are being held in Odisha. Odisha today is a focus point. The development of Odisha is moving ahead. Earlier, we were having to go to other countries to sign MOUs, go to other states, asking them to sign MOUs with here, but we have a president of a country who's for the first time for the first time, as Vishal said, that we have a president of a country who's come to Odisha. And 8 MOUs have been signed today. He is tomorrow going to be looking at going to see Kanak and probably Lord Jagannath's darshans, and then he flies back to Delhi before he takes his charter and goes back. And he's come with his delegation of industrialists from Singapore who want to invest here. Friends, I thank Manoj Babu for having invited me here. He was mentioning that you're before time. The problem is I was born and also before time. So old habits die hard, so I can't get late. No matter how much I try, I'll end up everywhere before time. The only thing I'm scared of, I don't have to go away before time. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.